Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Makabadash.
Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and who rule well. And a peace and salutations to you brothers that's pushing this word of Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, this truth throughout the four corners abroad with truth and sincerity. It's a portion of the GMS Boston camp, and we here co-laboring. We're going to talk about these false prophets. These guys that say they're Israel, saying that Yahushua is the last prophet, or they don't believe that there's other prophets here today, but they have no understanding of the scriptures, because it clear as day, there's a lot prophets of old have been here today. The spirit of the subjects of the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. There's a thing called reincarnation, man. And those who were prophesying back in the day with Yahushua, or back in previous times, are here today on this earth prophesying again. And now we're prophesying the downfall of America, the downfall of Esau's rulership, and the downfall of all the spiritual wickedness, man. And we're prophesying and waking up the hopeful elect, because we're going to be coming back to rulership. But we have some people that's out of Israel, that not really Israel, according to the scriptures. They're naysayers, they're non-believers. They think it's a spooky thing that men are prophets, that the Lord ordained his men. And it says where Corinthians, the Lord has set forth the apostles last. If one of y'all want to get that real quick. 1 Corinthians 4 and 9. Okay. Bring up
2 Peter chapter 2 verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers.
See, there was false prophets among the people. Those prophets, false prophets, are out of Israel, man. They're teaching that all these different doctrines, and they're trying to steer the sheep and bring them to the slaughter, man. They're being blind leaders of the blind, man. And it ain't no coincidence that all these other camp leaders or groups have an issue with GMS, because GMS got the truth, man. And we're pushing mainly the spirit of prophecy, which is the testimony of Yahushua. These other camp leaders are saying, they're being caught up on the rape doctrine, or what is the RFID, what is the mark of the beast, not having any understanding. These guys are false prophets, man. They're trying to keep you away from the truth, man. And the truth is here in Great Millstone, So the Lord set forth the apostles last, right? Because that's when this truth is going to be manifest. And there's going to be no other doctrine, no other new prophets coming up with new ways of philosophies for us to see the kingdom of heaven. This is it, man. So there's been false prophets amongst us, and you got to have the Spirit dealing with you to weed out who got the truth and who's living a lie, pretty much. Continue, bro.
Among you who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bringing upon themselves swift destruction.
And you can see these damnable heresies denying the Lord, man. If you denying that the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast, you denying that the 12 tribes chart is false, you denying that you saying Babylon is the Vatican, man, or Esau can make it in the kingdom, you denying the Heavenly Father, man. Yeah. And his only begotten Son, Yahushua. Right. Even with the names. Right. It says there's only should be one name for us to seek salvation, So you want to call them Yo Play Yoga, or Yahuwah, or Haya Yeshaya, or whatever you guys call them. You guys are being false prophets, and you leading the sheep to the flock, man, to the slaughter.
And not only that, but you're also damning your own self.
That's right.
I got something on that along that line. Is First Ezra 1, and I'll go to verse 49. It says, the governor also of the people and of the priests did many things against the laws, and passed all the pollutions of all nations, and defiled the temple of the Lord, which was sanctified in Jerusalem. And this is going into when Nebuchadnezzar was getting ready to overtake us, right? And it says, verse 50, nevertheless, the God of their fathers sent by his messenger to call them back, because he spared them in his tabernacle also, but they had his messengers in derision. And look, when the Lord spake unto them, they made a sport of his prophets. Okay? So that's what you guys are doing now. There's no prophets left. You guys are bearing false witness. Okay? Y'all don't know when the time the Lord is coming. All this you're saying, man, this happened before. But listen to what's going to happen. Therefore, it says, so far forth that he being wroth with his people for their great ungodliness, commanded the kings of the Chaldeans to come up against them. And that's what we're getting ready to suffer, man. Or the 2/3 are getting ready to suffer that. All right? Because y'all speaking and y'all not holding fast to what was taught, or you don't know what was taught. Okay? Like it says in Luke 21:15. Okay? You're not supposed to have anything to say against us, man. When you hear the word of the Heavenly Father, it's just that.
Right.
All right?
Got a quick precept, brother. Just back up what you said, brother. This is 2 Chronicles, chapter verse 36, verse 16. But they mocked the messenger of God, and despised his word, and misused his prophets.
Yeah, they mock the messengers of the Most High, man. And you guys are being simply minded, man. You guys want to call us rapists or bums, or we'll talk about our garments, or we standing out in the rain or in the snow, or you even mocking the doctrine. You know, you mocking us, but ultimately you're mocking the Most High, man. You could despise the Lord's word, because the Lord told us to cry aloud, spare none. So we're not here trying to spoon-fed you with lies, man, or with smooth words. You know, we're gonna tell you the truth, man, with raw and uncut, as the scriptures as we were commanded to. You know, and you guys is marking the men of the Lord that the Lord set up, man, and that's through the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and the brothers on down, man. You know, you guys want to be on the comment board saying we are bearing false witness, or what else they were saying, bro?
That it was Yahushua was the last prophet.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
Okay, that we don't know the time the Lord is coming. We never even said that.
Yeah, there's no one in Great Millstone that says, "Oh, this is gonna happen at this certain time." No, because if you read 2 Ezra, I believe chapter 9, it says, "Measure thou the time diligently," and so the Lord's given us signs. And also in Matthew 24, it talks about rumors of wars, nations arising against nations, earthquakes in diverse places. So all that around the world, that's signs that the Lord that gave the watchmen to measure. You know, so we have never said, "Oh, we know when the Lord's coming," but we firmly believe and have confidence that it's very soon, man. You know, just because everything's happening, all these the signs of the times is happening at a rapid rate now,
Right. And I'm saying this, and we clearly know no one knows. Even Yahushua, the second man in command, don't know what time he's gonna come. Only the Father knows, man. Not the angels or nothing. So why would we say something like that, man?
They know we haven't said it. You're right.
Right? No?
Why would we say something like that?
It's just that you guys are just mad, maybe jealous. I don't know what it is. You guys got demons on you. You guys are probably mad that the Lord is only dealing with a certain group. And you guys want to slander us every type of way, but when these other camps go off, it's never brought to the fore, brought to the light.
Right.
You know, when you have a leader, for instance, Nathaniel, Satan say, "Oh, you guys can call him or his people, his friend or whatever his congregation do." What's his name? Yo play yoga. We say you call him Yo play yoga, and you guys have nothing to say about that. The Lima. Yeah, that's mocking the Lord.
Yeah.
Or when you see another camp saying Babylon is the Vatican, come on, now you guys are going off, but you never put them on forefront.
Never.
That's always Great Millstone.
Right.
That's how you know that you guys really hate the men of the Lord that the Lord set up.
Yeah, we're the defenders of the
gospel.
That's right. That's right.
We out there on the front.
And ultimately shows you that we have the truth.
That's
So
right.
that's why they're coming against us, But hey, but we know that it's all prophecy because somebody has to be the 2/3. And it says the deceiver are hidden. So Yahweh Hashem Shai is in control. He's declared evil from the beginning. So whatever you think you might be doing, it's not you who's doing it, it's the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai moving in you.
That's right. And you guys want to be simpletons and say, oh, well, why can't all Israel get along? Or we all could just come together. No, there's clearly, there's a scripture that says, mark them that cause division. And it says, can two walk together yet be agreed? You know? You got a precept?
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Come
And the scorning delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yes, you 2/3, and even you guys that know that you're Israel, but don't want to take heed to the men of the Lord that Yahweh Bashem Al-Shah through the Spirit set up. You guys want to come up with your own vain opinions and your own wayward doctrines. You know, you guys being simple-minded. You guys fit in that 2/3 category, man. You know,
And you know, on top of that, you gotta realize, man, coming in that spirit of we all gotta get together, man. That shit ain't gonna happen, man. Because it's divisions within Israel, man. Just like it was back in the day. Okay, it was the Sadducees, Pharisees, and then you had the apostles of Yahushua.
that's right.
Okay, and then you had the idiots at Mars Hills, which is like the Pan-African movement.
That's right.
Was that side nigga?
Yeah, the unconscious movement.
The unconscious movement.
Like,
Okay. Those are that's what's in the sect of Israel right now, man. But it's only a remnant that are the hopeful elect, and Lord's will, GMS are those men, okay, that really carry the torch for Yahushua, man.
That's
Everybody want to speak in word, but not follow through.
That's right, bro.
Indeed, man.
right.
Okay, y'all Israelites, man, y'all gonna get it, man. All right, y'all are obscure to the utmost, man. Y'all way out there in left field.
That's
Nobody gives a fuck about your fucking music videos. Nobody gives a fuck about your fashion shows. Put your bitches away, man. All right, this is business. This is business dealing with men.
Yeah, may I add? Yeah, where does it say in the scriptures you make some rap videos or have award shows, Hebrew Israelite award shows? That's not part of the scripture, man. You guys are still hand in hand with the world, man. You got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, man. Yeah, you know that you're Israelites, but you ain't calling in the names of Yahweh Bashem Al-Shah. You guys ain't putting off that old man or old women. You know, you guys still doing worldly shit, man. The Lord said He's not a lover of this world. Everything of this world is against. You know, He's an enemy of this world, man. You know, so when you guys having award shows, you just find the scripture.
Right.
You know what I mean? Find the scripture to justify those actions, man. It's not there, man.
Well, also too, just that shit, bro. What benefit is that coming? I mean, are you getting from having award shows and concerts, and you're not even warning the people of Jacob's trouble?
That's right.
That's the
You know what I'm
major.
saying?
That's the major part.
That's right.
You know, the elder put out a video. Elder Tahar, he put out a video called "Preach This Word."
That's right.
Okay, and the word says, warn the people, tell them of their transgression, tell them about the coming of the kingdom of heaven, tell them about the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, you got to tell them about all these things so that they can get to the kingdom of heaven.
That's
But
right.
when you doing award shows and you doing things that's not simplicity, which the scriptures have clearly given you, and you trying to add on to the scriptures, and by the way, that is adding on to the scriptures.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Very good.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
That's about adding on.
That's right.
When you throwing shit in there that's not in the mix already. The mix is just simply there. You do this in this order, have order when you're doing it, and that's that.
That's right.
Right.
if I may add something too, everything you do in this truth, it has to be about edification.
Edification.
You have to be able to teach. That's what we are set up to do, to teach the gospel of Yahweh Hashem Shai. No, we are the one entrusted with the gospel. So we are the ambassador of Yahweh Hashem Shai. So we have to proclaim this word, proclaim this truth.
Yeah.
So in order for the elect to be served and Yahweh Shai to come to take our power, because this place was set up to be our captivity, to destroy us.
Right.
You know, we wasn't brought over here to
Serve punishment.
successful. We were brought over here to be saved, to some punishment, because we broke the law statute in commitment of Yahweh Hashem Shai.
That's why you so-called Hebrew Israelite groups, man, are gonna get a foul judgment, man. Because you should be warning your people about the Lord coming back, destroying this place, instead of having award shows, music videos, man. You can't be in that jolly spirit, man. This place is gonna be utterly destroyed, and I can see why these other groups hate Great Millstone, because we telling the truth, raw and uncut. Yo, this place is gonna be utterly destroyed by thermonuclear missiles.
That's what.
It's gonna be martial law on the streets, man.
You're gonna get that RFID chip
Yep.
implemented.
There's gonna be famines,
Okay.
pestilence,
It's gonna be pestilence,
All
like
hell
your brother
broke
said. Everything's gonna be going on
race wars.
at one time.
I was gonna say, because the brother said edifying, right? And part of edifying is what? Is building.
That's
You
right.
know, and the main goal is what? We're building that tabernacle of David, man.
That's right.
We're fishing for that 144,000, man.
That's right.
That was the main goal, man. That's what the Lord is seeking for, man. He ain't
Right.
seeking for the whole world.
That's right.
You know, it just goes
That's
to
right.
show everything that y'all building, y'all planning. It's pretty much y'all just destroying, man.
Destroying the temple.
Trying to destroy this temple, man. Y'all the court that's without, man. Just like the heathens, man.
That's right,
You
bro.
know? But hey, we're gonna have to pay judgment for that, though.
And like you said, only 144,000. It doesn't say all of Israel. That's why we all can't get along, man.
Right.
You guys are in that spirit of whatever. Can we all just get along? That's now we can't. We're not in that
Rodney
spirit.
King spirit.
Yeah, you know, we're not in that spirit, man. That's why it says mark them. Did you bring that scripture out already?
Nah, I got it though, right here for you.
All right.
You want me to get it, or
You
you
got
want to
something?
get
Amos
that?
3 and 3.
Yeah, get that, brother.
Bring
Yeah.
that.
Get
Can
that,
two
brother.
walk together except they be agreed? Will a lion roar in the forest when he has no prey?
Yeah, can two walk together but yet be agreed, man? You can't be hand in hand with or come together when you guys got two different doctrines, right?
Right.
You know, you can't build edification. You're just gonna cause more confusion. If I'm rolling with another, say, brother, or trying to teach with let's say, a IUIC member, they're teaching what you could call the Most High, and Yahushua Christ.
Mhm.
You know, and I'm telling you, you gotta call him after his Hebrew name. That's gonna cause confusion to all, a division
Disagreement.
and a disagreement
Right.
when you're trying to teach. The main thing you're supposed to be teach this word
And
with
what
truth and
does it-
sincerity.
What does it say in the scriptures? Mark those that cause schisms.
Yeah.
Come,
You know, I got nothing to
Yeah.
that.
come, bro.
This is Romans chapter 16, verse 17. And it says, I beseech you, brethren,
I beg you, brethren.
Mhm.
Continue.
mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
And this is why when you guys come up with your breakdowns or whatever your doctrines, we supposed to mark you. We're supposed to expose you guys, man. Because you are leading the sheep astray, man. You know?
Mhm.
You guys are totally going off, man.
What is that?
We're defenders of the gospel.
Yeah, barbecue Israelites. They barbecue Israelites. They party all the time. Israelites.
Mhm.
All right, stick to the law. Israelites.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? They faithless, man. Faithless Israelites. We're gonna stay in America and enjoy the life of America. Israelites. Okay? That's what y'all Israelites are, man. Okay? IUIC, y'all Israelites too, man. But y'all on the Baptist side, 'cause y'all still saying the name Christ, man.
Mhm.
All right. I got a brief for you. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause the Most High shall send them a strong delusion, that they should believe a lie.
Yeah. And what's the lie that they should believe? That they're right in their doings.
That's right, bro.
In all their doings. We're gonna call him the Most High in Christ. His name is Ahia, Yashaya. We're gonna call him Yah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We justified and reveling and having celebrations on feast days. Okay, whatever Yahweh Shai or Yahweh set up, all right. I can guarantee you, it's no feast days in the Mount of Babylon, man. This is captivity. What are you happy for here?
That's
Right.
right, bro.
I really want to know that.
That's right.
And your brother, and didn't the scripture say that the saints or the servants hate their life unto death?
That's
That's
right.
it.
So what the fuck you in a mirth spirit, man? What the fuck you smiling and being joyful? It says a righteous man scarcely smile, man.
Oh,
It says oppression makes a wise man mad, man.
That's right.
So y'all can't be the prophets and the apostles, man.
From the time.
You know,
From
for
now-
real,
from
man.
that
'Cause y'all don't
time to
fit.
him.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It also says too, like if you're of the world will not love you. And if you are not of the world will hate you. So
That's right.
we know that we are doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yeshua because the whole world is
But that
against
goes
us.
that goes back to why trimmest thy way to seek love.
That's right,
Look,
brother.
huh?
Yeah.
I
All right.
want to fit in so bad, man.
Exactly, man.
You know, with Esau's society.
And they're fitting
Babylon.
in. And they're
Yeah,
fitting
they
in because why? When we say this is going off, everybody's on us.
Yeah,
Like
uh-huh.
ants on sugar. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? But if they say something,
It's just swept under the rug.
tumbleweeds are blowing.
Great lesson, elders. Great. That's long.
There's nothing happening.
No edification, man.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? It's crazy, man.
Huh. Let me just
Go ahead, bro.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth,
Hey.
but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
So they all might be damned who believe not the truth. So eventually, if you don't take heed to this gospel, we're gonna be damned, condemned. You're gonna be destroyed in the destruction of this basement.
That's right.
That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
You know?
And ultimately too, man, your beef is not with us, man. Your beef was Yahweh Shemel Shah. Because he said, I'll choose your delusions.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So he had something against y'all, man. That's why he gave you strong delusions to believe in a lie and to be damned.
That's
to
right.
destroy your ass.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Huh?
The world shall hate me first,
Yeah.
then it shall hate you.
Right. For his name's sake.
See?
Right. And guess what? It's all good, man. It's all part of prophecy. That's why we're just doing what we're supposed to be doing, man.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I'll pour out my spirit onto you. I'll make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused.
So the Lord called to all of Israel,
Mm.
you know, through his servants, the prophets, man.
Right.
The servants, the prophets, are elders, of apostles of great millstone, and the brothers on down, man.
Right.
We're the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shem Shah. We're the one who's proclaiming his word and exalting Yahweh Shem Shah.
Right.
You know, we're preaching this gospel. We're telling you when you're going on. You know, we're showing you your transgressions. That's showing love. You know, so that's the Lord calling right now. Continue
I
on.
have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
He stretched out his hand. When you stretch out your hand, you go up for a hug. He's trying to bring you back in, bring you back to the fold. But it says no man regarded. Talk about you wicked jakes, man. Continue on.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
So those, when we read, when the brother brought out 2 Chronicles chapter 36:16, those that mock the messengers of the Most High. Remember, it said the messengers of the Most High. So the Most High ordained his prophets out on the streets. You guys mock. So there's a balance for you guys mocking Yahweh Shem Shai pretty much and his servants. He's gonna mock you in the day of calamity.
That's right.
Because that's what you're gonna get, judgment. You ain't gonna get delivered for mocking the truth and mocking the Lord's servants. You know, that's judgment right there. The Lord's gonna laugh at your calamity. Right? Continue.
When your fear cometh as a desolation.
When your fear cometh in as a desolation, when that fear comes, it's gonna be during Jacob's trouble.
Right.
There's gonna be pestilence, race wars, famines. You know, you guys mocked and laughed at us. That's why when it goes to that scripture in Isaiah 65, you know, don't be worried when you shall eat. You know, you shall eat, my servants shall eat, but they shall starve or be
Right,
hungry. You know,
right.
there's a balance, and that's for you other, mainly you false camps too, you false prophets that's trying to talk shit about us.
Right.
But hey, man, when that day come, we'll see who's the Lord's chosen. You know?
Right.
And your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
And destruction. That don't sound like it's a good time for you guys, man. You know.
And see, me telling you this because the Lord has put the Spirit on us to tell you this, man. You see, y'all in your carnal minds, y'all think that we just here telling you out of our own will, like out of our own spirit. We're telling you. We're doing this out of the spirit and love of the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Okay, and I got two precepts. It's Amos 3:7. It says, "Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but He revealeth His secret unto His servants, the prophets." That's number one.
That's right.
So if we're speaking it must have been revealed through who? The Spirit.
That's right.
And there's a scripture in the scripts that clearly tell you that His words, your words, are His words. You are the mouthpiece of Him.
That's right.
Yeah, I got you. If I may.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 3:7.
Yep.
3:17. This is Ezekiel 3:17, and it says,
Says you a watchman, right?
right,
Yep.
come on, brother, right here, yep.
Son of man, yeah.
Ezekiel 3:17 says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Mhm.
Therefore hear the words at my mouth and
That's
give
right.
them warning from me.
From me.
The Lord's talking to his servants. I made you a watchman.
Right.
You go be a watchman, you're supposed to be on the lookout. You know,
Right.
you're supposed to warn your people. It says, I made son of man, I made you a watchman for the house of Israel. Yasharallah. You know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
And let me get this, 2nd Ezra 15:1. It says, Behold,
Con.
speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy,
And that's it.
which I will put in thy mouth,
And that's
said the Lord.
And that's the
Right.
commandment. Again, the Lord is putting, this is not of us, like the brother said. This is not our vain thoughts, our vain babbling. This is the Lord working through us, through the Spirit, man. And he told his servants, the prophets, to go out in the highways and byways and to prophesy to his people, man, that he's going to put in our mouths. So those that despise the Lord's mouthpiece, you despising the Lord, man. Pretty much, man.
Right.
And it's not no spookinism. The Lord always been dealing with men, you know,
Right.
to prophesy, always, man.
I got to pray, bro. So just Luke chapter 1.
Hold on, Salaki, bro. Continue that on that, though, bro. Baba Kashab.
Okay, yeah.
Salaki, bro.
Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
And these words is coming straight from these holy scrolls, man. This is of none of us, man. So these holy scrolls, man. And they written, they're faithful and true, man. Continue on, bro.
Yeah, verse 3, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
We're not gonna let all the naysayers, all the shit talk that you have to say, or the non-believers, pretty much. We ain't gonna let you steer us off our path. You know, we're gonna continue to stand bold as a lion, continue to prophesy, continue to warn the people, whether you believe it or not. Continue, bro.
That speak against thee.
You could speak anything against us. You know, we stand bold as a lion. We firmly believe in this, man.
Yeah, see, this is the thing that the reprobates can't get, man. This is the thing of truth and
That's right.
solidarity,
That's right.
okay? And to be planted and rooted, okay? Just like when you read Matthew's about the parable of the seed, the sown seed.
Right.
All right, y'all Israelites, y'all see, you fell on stony ground.
You have no
man.
foundation.
You don't have no foundation, none whatsoever, man. So the things that you spout are stupid and vain, man. You give what is it? Things of fools.
Sacrifices.
Sacrifices of fools, man.
Right.
They come up empty at the end, man.
That's right.
And this game of saying this and saying that, hey, the time is running short, man.
That's right.
Don't you know some men inside of GMS are those men that's the spirit is working on them to put an end to this altogether, man. When it comes time to get them swords handed out into the hands, okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh and Yahweh, some of these men are going to show up for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you don't understand. We keep on reading that scripture. First, I shall send for many teachers, fishers,
Yeah.
okay? And then I shall send for many hunters. That ain't a play around mind, man.
That's right.
Just like they said right here, he said,
Read verse 3 again, brother.
yeah, verse 2.
Okay.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
That's right.
Faithful they are true, so he can bake on it. That's the thing about Yahweh Shemashai. When he says something, he's not gonna take it back.
Yeah, his word shall not go out
Now
void.
void, you know.
That's how we know
You-
all these prophecies,
Yeah,
man. It's
you're
gonna
on
come.
dangerous ground, man.
That's right.
And believe me, just like the scriptures say, every man shall be accountable for his words, for every word, man.
Every idle words.
Idle, for every idle word.
For every idle word.
He shall be held accountable for every idle word.
That's right.
That's right, bro.
That's what's happening right now, man.
That's right.
What's happening now is the angels is taking names
Notes.
and notes about who we gonna visit when Yahweh come down.
That's right,
That's
bro.
right.
Right.
And before he come down, the angel's also taking notes on who the death angel going to visit before he get down.
That's right.
See, you guys playing games, man. And the man of GMS, we not playing games because we see both sides of the spectrum. We see in the spiritual and we see in the carnal. We believe in Ephesians 6, okay?
That's right.
Right.
You guys don't believe in any of that, man.
Well, yeah, read that in verse 4, brother.
Come on.
Yeah.
If I may add something too, bro, it says we must all appear before the judgment throne of Yahushua Mashiach.
Yes,
So
that's right, bro.
everything you do, man, you're gonna give account for your words, man.
That's right.
So that's why you better choose your word carefully.
If I read verse 2 to
Yeah,
4 again.
two down.
Yeah.
And caused them, chapter 15, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 2, it says, and caused them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Verse 3, fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee,
So we're
that
not going to
speak
fear.
against thee.
Yeah, we're not going to fear you naysayers, because we know there's a judgment, and he's about to read it. You know.
Yeah.
Continue, bro.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their
And
unfaithfulness.
that's pretty much it, man. You guys that's naysaying, you mocking, you guys don't believe on these prophecies, or you got something to say, you're gonna die. That's just the end all be all, man. You're gonna die, man.
Right.
And it's not gonna be an easy death, man. Because especially those who call themselves Israelites that say, you know, they know the Bible, you know, you guys are gonna die horribly, man.
Right. Those that didn't stitch so stiffly for the words.
That's right.
You're gonna die, man. Horrible death, man.
Horrible.
Horrible,
that
man.
grievous death.
Right, you're gonna die with the wicked. Like the brothers always say, like that Elder Amos always say, man, it should strike you every day, man. You don't wanna be left behind, man.
Yeah.
To die with Esau, to die with a pedophile, to die with a thief, or with a murderer. It's almost like your judgment was counted as worthy with them, you know?
Yeah.
But this is why, you know, you gotta get on your shit, man. Cause like the brother always say, man, the grace period is almost up, man.
That's right.
And we're right around the corner where Jacob's trouble is on the rise with World War III, martial law. You hear about the FEMA camp, dollar being done away with, and all that. You know,
Yeah.
should be arousing you up to get ready, man.
I'm glad you said that, because we're the only ones measuring our time diligently, man.
Mhm.
We don't have to tell you what day it is or what time. We just know it's very soon, man. You can see through the signs, man.
Right.
And that's why we're being watchmen, man. We're actually being the news for Israel, for the house of Israel, man. We're warning you guys. If you guys want to mock and laugh it off, okay, well, guess what? When that day comes, it's going to come as a thief in the night, man.
Right.
And you're going to be done like with your, like a chicken with his head off, with his head cut off, man. Not knowing what to do. And that's when the Lord going to laugh at your calamity. You
Right.
know?
Being warned. Huh?
You can't, yeah. You done with that, right, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
You can't.
Matthew chapter 15 verse 8. This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth and honors me with their lips,
Yep.
but their heart is far from me.
Man, it's about, oh yeah, they believe in the Lord, or they trust in the Bible. They honor Him with their lips, you know, with their mouths. But He said their hearts, they're far from Him. You know, that heart is their mind, love. And the meaning they don't really abide with what these scriptures say. They're not out there warning the people. They're not out there following the law, statutes, to the best of their ability.
Right.
You know, they're just talking it. They're not walking the walk, so to say. You know, so they honor the Lord, but their heart is far from the Lord. You know,
Right.
But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrine the commandments of men.
and in vain they worship Him.